stop scrolling. Because what I'm about to tell you isn't motivational, it's dangerous. Most people will never hear this truth, and even fewer will survive applying it. Not because it's complicated, but because it destroys the illusion that keeps them comfortable. Right now, somewhere in the world, someone with less intelligence than you, less talent than you, and less potential than you is quietly rising to power. Not because they're better, but because they understand something you were never taught. They understand how power actually works. And if you're watching this late at night, with that quiet pressure in your chest that says something about your life feels wrong, then this message isn't random, it's a warning. Because the world is not ruled by the kind, the moral, or the deserving. It's ruled by those who understand human nature and are willing to act on it. Niccolò Machiavelli understood this 500 years ago, and what he wrote was so dangerous that people still misinterpret him to feel safe. They say he was evil, ruthless, cold, but the truth is far more unsettling. Machiavelli wasn't teaching people how to dominate others. He was teaching them how not to be dominated. In the next moments, you're going to learn why most people live and die as pawns, how invisible power structures shape your decisions without your consent, and how to begin seizing your own throne in a world designed to keep you obedient. But understand this, once you see the game, you can never go back to pretending it doesn't exist. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I see the game. If you want real power, not motivational nonsense, not surface-level confidence, but real influence over yourself and the world, you must study what most people avoid. Power has always been hidden in books that were never meant for the masses. That's why almost no one reads them. Influence and Manipulation by Robert Cialdini teaches you how compliance actually works. The complete works of Nietzsche shatter the morality that keeps weak minds obedient. The Republic reveals how societies are engineered, not imagined. The Art of War teaches you how to win before conflict even begins. Meditations trains emotional discipline so no one can control you through reaction. The 48 Laws of Power exposes the rules people follow unconsciously every day. The Prince by Machiavelli is the blueprint of strategy itself, and the discourses go even deeper into advanced power thinking most people never reach. These are not self-help books. They are weapons of awareness. The links for all of them are in the description. If you want real power, start with these books most people never read. Let's start with the brutal truth no one wants to say out loud. Power does not respond to goodness. It responds to perception. From the moment you're born, you're taught that if you work hard, stay honest, follow rules, and be patient, life will eventually reward you. This is the first lie. Not because effort is useless, but because effort without strategy only benefits those above you. Society does not train leaders. It trains followers who believe they are free. You're told what success looks like before you're old enough to question it. Go to school, memorize information, ask permission, obey authority, compete for approval, then graduate into a system where your survival depends on being liked, being agreeable, and being predictable. This is not accidental. Predictable people are controllable people. Machiavelli understood that systems don't reward virtue. They reward usefulness. And usefulness is defined by those already in power. Look around you. How many people do you know who live according to their own rules? Almost none. Most live according to fear. Fear of rejection, fear of instability, fear of being misunderstood, fear of standing alone. And so they trade autonomy for comfort without realizing the cost. Because the price is invisible at first. It's paid slowly, in suppressed instincts, in delayed dreams, in resentment that has nowhere to go. People don't collapse from failure. They collapse from living lives that aren't theirs. Machiavelli wrote that men more quickly forget the death of a father than the loss of their inheritance. Not because humans are evil, but because survival instinct overrides morality when pressure is applied. Power begins when you understand this about yourself and others. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I choose awareness. Here's where dark psychology begins. Most people think power comes from force. It doesn't. Force creates resistance. True power comes from influence. Influence is the ability to shape behavior without being seen as the cause. This is why the most powerful individuals rarely raise their voices. They shape environments, they shape incentives, they shape perception. People don't act based on truth. They act based on what feels true. This is why understanding psychology matters more than understanding logic. You can be right and still be powerless, or you can be strategic and control outcomes. Machiavelli warned that appearing virtuous is often more effective than being virtuous, not because virtue is bad, but because perception determines trust, and trust determines access. Access determines power. This is why those who openly announce their morality are often the most dangerous. They use goodness as camouflage. In your own life, notice how often decisions are made emotionally, not rationally. People support those who make them feel safe. They follow those who seem certain. They submit to those who appear unshakable. Confidence, even when manufactured, bends reality. This is why uncertainty destroys authority faster than failure. A leader who fails but remains decisive retains loyalty. A leader who hesitates loses it instantly. Power is less about being correct and more about being believed. This is not manipulation for cruelty. This is understanding the operating system of the human mind. And if you don't learn it, someone else will use it on you. This is why many who study power begin with reading, not fiction, not comfort books, but the texts that reveal how humans actually think. If you want real power, start with these books most people never read. Influence and Manipulation by Robert Cialdini, the complete works of Nietzsche, The Republic by Plato, The Art of War, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, The 48 Laws of Power, The Prince by Machiavelli, The Blueprint of Strategy, and The Discourses, Machiavelli's Advanced Power Thinking. The links for these books are in the description. Drop this affirmation in the comments. Knowledge protects me. Now let's talk about why most people never rise. They wait to be chosen. They wait for permission. They wait until they feel ready. Machiavelli would say, "This is how you die unknown." Power is rarely given. It is taken quietly by those who understand timing. Fortune, he wrote, favors the bold, not the reckless, but the decisive. Indecision is the true enemy. The world does not punish mistakes nearly as harshly as it punishes hesitation, because hesitation signals weakness. When you hesitate, others decide for you. Careers are not built by the most talented. They are built by those willing to position themselves. Relationships are not led by the most loving. They are led by the least afraid to walk away. Influence grows the moment you no longer need approval. The moment you stop chasing validation, you become magnetic, because neediness repels power. Self-sufficiency attracts it. This is one of Machiavelli's darkest insights. When people know you need them, they control you. When they sense you could leave, they respect you. This applies everywhere: business, social circles, negotiation, even love. The one with less emotional dependence holds leverage, not because they are cold, but because they are stable. Stability is threatening in an unstable world. This is why internal mastery must come before external domination. If your emotions control you, others will too. This is why Stoic philosophy pairs perfectly with Machiavellian strategy. Meditations teaches you emotional discipline. The Art of War teaches you strategic patience. The Prince teaches you reality. Together they form armor. Again, if you want real power, start with these books most people never read. The links are in the description. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I am not desperate. Now comes the part most people misunderstand. Machiavelli was not advocating cruelty. He was warning against naivety. He believed that those who refuse to understand darkness become victims of those who embrace it. You do not need to be ruthless, but you must understand ruthlessness. You do not need to manipulate, but you must recognize manipulation. The fox survives because it sees traps. The lion survives because it inspires fear. The wise individual learns when to be each. In your life, there will be moments when kindness works, and moments when it destroys you. Discernment is power. Treating everyone the same is not virtue. It is blindness. Some people respond to compassion, others exploit it. Dark psychology teaches you to observe patterns, not words. Promises mean nothing. Behavior reveals everything. Watch how people act when there is nothing to gain. Watch how they behave when they feel threatened. Watch how they treat those beneath them. This is where truth lives. Power grows when you stop projecting your values onto others and start seeing them as they are. This does not make you cynical, it makes you accurate. Accuracy is protection. Machiavelli wrote for those who wanted to survive politics, not dream about morality. Life is political whether you participate or not. Office politics, family dynamics, social hierarchies, even friendships. There is always influence at play. The difference is whether you understand it. Most people are playing a game they don't know exists. And the player who doesn't know the rules always loses. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I observe before I trust. Now let's talk about your throne. Your throne is not fame, not money, not dominance over others. Your throne is autonomy, the ability to decide your own direction without fear. True power is waking up without needing permission to exist as you choose. But autonomy requires sacrifice. You cannot belong to everyone and be sovereign. You cannot be liked by all and be free. You cannot follow the crowd and lead yourself. The moment you choose your own path, resistance appears. People question you, doubt you, mock you, not because you're wrong, but because your independence exposes their submission. Most criticism is projection. When you refuse to live small, it reminds others of what they abandoned. Machiavelli would say this is the price of leadership, not applause, but isolation. But isolation is temporary. Strength attracts alignment. Once you walk with certainty, others begin to orbit you, not because you ask them to, but because humans crave direction. Chaos exhausts people, certainty calms them. Become certain of yourself, and influence follows naturally. This is why leaders are not created by speeches. They are created by internal conviction. When your actions align with your values, you radiate authority without trying. This is the throne worth claiming. Not control over others, but mastery over self. Again, if you want real power, start with these books most people never read. The Prince, the Discourses, the 48 Laws of Power, Meditations, The Art of War, Nietzsche, Plato. The links are in the description. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I claim my authority. Here's the final truth. You do not become powerful by changing the world first. You become powerful by changing your relationship to fear. Fear of judgment, fear of loss, fear of being alone. Fear is the leash. Cut it, and the system loses its grip. Courage is not loud, it's quiet consistency in the face of uncertainty. Every day you act in alignment instead of avoidance. You reclaim territory of your life. Every time you say no when you mean no, you strengthen your position. Every time you choose long-term sovereignty over short-term comfort, you move closer to your throne. This is not easy. That's why most won't do it. But difficulty is the filter. Machiavelli knew that power must be earned internally before it can be expressed externally. If you cannot govern yourself, you will never govern your destiny. The world does not need more followers. It needs individuals who think clearly, act deliberately, and refuse to sleepwalk through existence. Your life is not meant to be a reaction. It is meant to be a strategy. The throne is not given at the end. It is built daily through disciplined choices. So the question is not whether power exists. It does. The question is whether you will understand it before it understands you. Drop this final affirmation in the comments. My time is now.